a new day be this. No matter wetin happen yesterday, today I dey rise, I dey shine, I dey move, I no dey stop. Dirt. I wake up, I stand tall, I no go fear again. My mind is strong, my heart is pure, I no go shame again. Every setback na set up for bigger again. As I dey waka, blessings go dey rain. Bro, I go rise, oh. I go shine, oh. Now my time, now your time, oh. I go climb, oh. I believe, oh. I know they fear, oh. Everything I need in my hand, oh. I go win, so we win, oh. I know be small picking, as I be who I be. Now greatness full my DNA, no be by degree. Even if them doubt me, I go still they succeed. Because hard work and grace they follow me. No carry last, I dey front like Senna first class. I dey walk smart, no they look past. Any mountain we show, I dey climb, I'm fast. My life not testimony, make them broadcast. I dey glow, no be filter. I dey build like a builder. My joy full, no be Twitter. Every day I dey better, hing like I go rise, oh. I go shine, oh. Now my time, now your time, oh. I go climb, oh. I believe, oh. I know they fear, oh. Everything I need in my hand, oh. I go win, so we win, oh. Anywhere I go, favor go follow. Anything I touch, it go turn gold. I know they beg, I get value. I dey enough, and I dey grow, yeah. Now me, I go rise, I go shine. Every time I go climb.
Hello, awesome people. It's amazing, extremely amazing having you once again. I hope you enjoyed our music. I can tell you, we use AI to generate the lyrics of this music. We use AI for everything to generate the song itself. And it's so amazing, so encouraging. That is to tell us the power of AI in our daily life and why we should take advantage of it every single day, every single day. You're welcome to today's session. We are talking on a book review and practical workshop on a very interesting book, The Power of Now. The Power of Now. How to live in the present moment. This is a book written by Eckhart Tolle. Let me ask you, raise your hand if you've ever felt stuck in regrets or worries about the future. Have you ever been stuck in regrets of yesterday? Okay, that it kept you hanging, kept you waiting, it affected your today. Or have you ever been stuck in fears of tomorrow, rendering your now useless, rendering your moment useless? That's what we are going to talk about. We are talking about the power of now. how to live in the present moment. So put in the chat box if you've ever felt stuck in regrets before. Also put in the chat box if you've ever felt worried about the future. Put it in the chat box. You're highly welcome to today's session. I believe you're ready. I have my biros here. I have my jotter, and I'm ready to learn. I can tell you, you're not the only one learning. I'm also learning. And we don't take these opportunities for granted. Please get your friends, call your loved ones. Let's begin this awesome topic, the power of now. How to live in the present moment. You're welcome. You're highly welcome to today's session. Now we'll proceed with our mantra, which always serves as a reminder of who we are, of our capacity, of what we can do. Let's take it together, good people. Just reminding us once again that we are simply uncommon.
Na new day be this. No matter wetin happen yesterday, today I dey rise, I dey shine, I dey move, I no dey stop. Dirt. I wake up, I stand tall, I no go fear again. My mind is strong, my heart is pure, I no go shame again. Every setback na set up for big again. As I dey waka, blessings go dey rain. Bro, I go rise, oh. I go shine, oh. Now my time, now your time, oh. I go climb, oh. I believe, oh. I know they fear, oh. Everything I need, in my hand, oh. I go win, so we win, oh. I know be small pikin.
Back to our mantra, and it's from the book Common Sense, written by Thomas Paine, and it was written in 1776. Let's take it together. I do not choose to be a common man. It's my right to be uncommon. If I can, I seek opportunity, not security. I do not wish to be a kept citizen, humbled and dulled by having the state look after me. I want to take the calculated risk, to dream and to build, to fail and to succeed. I refuse to barter incentive for a door. I prefer the challenges of life to the guaranteed existence, the thrill of fulfillment to the stale calm of utopia. I will not trade freedom for beneficence, nor my dignity for a handout. I will never cower before any master, nor bend to any trait. It's my heritage to stand erect, proud and unafraid, to think and act for myself, to enjoy the benefits of my creations, and to face the world boldly and say, this with God's help I have done. Please, let's take it again. It's my heritage to stand erect, proud and unafraid, to think and act for myself, to enjoy the benefits of my creations, and to face the world boldly and say, this with God's help I have done. Please, let's celebrate ourselves as uncommon people that we really are. Thank you, and thank you so much. Now back to our topic for today.
As I be who I be, now greatness full my DNA, no be by degree. Even if them doubt me, I go still they succeed, because hard work and grace they follow me. No carry last, I dey front like say na first class. I dey walk smart, no dey look past. Any mountain wey show, I dey climb am fast. My life na testimony, make them broadcast. I dey glow, no be filter. I dey build like a builder. My joy full, no be Twitter. Every day I dey better, hing like I go rise, oh. I go shine, oh. Now my time, now your time, oh. I go climb, oh. I believe, oh. I know they fear, oh. Everything I need in my hand, oh. I go win, I so we win, oh.
I hope this song motivates you. I want you to take charge of your now. Take charge of your today. And I can tell you, you become the best for it. Because a lot of us get lost in yesterday. We get lost in the mistakes, the what ifs. What if only, I wish, I regret. Or we get lost in tomorrow. Will I make it? Can it be? I don't have the capacity. Will I even eat tomorrow? No. Let's take the power of now. I can tell you, time can be divided into different categories. We have yesterday is still power of time. Now, still time. Tomorrow is still time. We still have qualitative time and we still have quantitative time. But right now, we are looking at the power of now. How to live in the present moment. And it's a book written by Eckhart Tolle. And we are doing a book review and a practical session. My name is Dr. Enobong Ekarika, and I believe you're ready. If you're ready, put in the chat box, I'm ready. You're welcome. Now, these are goals for today's session. These are what I expect you to take away from today's session. Number one is understand Tolle's core message. And the core message is how living in the now dissolves anxiety and suffering. Number two, to identify your ego patterns. What do you mean by that? You should be able to recognize when your thoughts trap you. Okay, they trap you in the past or trap you in the future. And then we look at practical tools for daily presence. We'll do a little bit of practice in today's class. And then we'll also aim to achieve you being able to apply mindfulness in real time. Okay, you should be able to handle stress. You'll be able to handle conversations. You should be able to handle decisions with presence in the now, in real time. And we'll start a 7-day presence challenge. I hope you're ready for a challenge. Okay, there'll be simple exercises to build lifelong habits. Now let's get to the next slide. Who is Eckhart Tolle? Who is Eckhart Tolle? Now, Eckhart Tolle is one of the most influential teachers of our time. Some call him spiritual teacher. And after suffering from severe anxiety and depression in his 20s, what happened? He experienced a profound awakening at age 29. He realized that true peace comes from living fully in the present moment. He realized that true peace comes from living fully in the present moment and not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Now, let's quickly look at some more things about Eckhart Tolle's story. The author of this book. He was born in Germany, but he now lives in Canada, and he wrote the book The Power of Now in 1997 and has sold over 5 million copies. He teaches worldwide about mindfulness and inner peace, and his simple message is your thoughts are not who you are. Your thoughts are not who you are. And why does this matter? It matters because his teachings has helped millions to reduce stress. It has helped millions to find clarity and to live happier life. And you can also be one of these millions who is able to reduce stress, who is able to find clarity and actually live happier life. And then Tolle's story is actually powerful because he transferred, he transformed his own suffering into wisdom. He went from being suicidal to becoming a guiding force for inner peace. Okay, please note, his book isn't about religion. It's not a Christian book, it's not a Buddhist book, it's not which whatever religion you could think of. It's not about religion. It's just about practical psychology for everyday life. That is it. I hope we are gathering value. Now let's look at the core problem. The core problem on today's in this book and what the book is trying to solve is, why are we unhappy? Why are we unhappy? Okay? Please raise your hand if you've ever woken at 2 a.m., replaying a mistake you made days back, years back, replaying an awkward conversation you had, or if you've woken up at 2 a.m. and just worrying about a future deadline, worrying about a target, a future target. That's the mind trap that Tolle is exposing, and we are going to break it down. What's the problem and what's the solution? What's the problems and what's the solution? Number two, he has identified the problem is trapped in the mind. Is when we are trapped in the mind, and he itemized two things. And the two things are overthinking the past or overthinking the future. Overthinking the past or overthinking the future. The second one is ego, which is identification with thoughts. That's the problem. That's where we get trapped in the mind, overthinking our past or overthinking the future, or ego, which is identification with thoughts. Okay, then we itemize the solution, which is a way out of being trapped in the mind, which is awareness of the now and dissolving the ego. Now, our brain are time travel machines, yes, but these gifts sometimes become torture. Why? Because we obsessed over things that we can't change, which are things that have passed, over our past. Or we obsess over things we can't control, which is things about our future. But Tolle in this book calls it psychological time. Okay? He calls it psychological time. Think of guilt. When you're feeling guilty, oh, I should have been kinder. Oh, I should have been nicer. Oh, I should have said this, I should have done that. That's guilt keeping you back there. Or anxiety, fear of the future. What if? What if I get sick? What if thieves come in and steal this? And the funny thing is that all of this, the fear of yesterday, the anxiety of tomorrow, steal from the real only moment, the only real moment, which is now. That's why overthinking of the past, overthinking of the future is a problem. Don't steal the only real moment, which is now. Then ego, identification with thoughts. Now, here's a sneaky part. We think we are our thoughts. But if your mind says you're not good enough, you believe it's true. So let's say this is the ego's trick, yes, and it needs it needs conflict to do what? Survive. Now, I mean, the ego is like a commentator, a commentator in a sports game, that instead of describing the play, it's yelling, it's screaming, "You're losing, you will fail." And we mistake that voice for who we are. No, 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 no. We are not our thoughts. There are times our thoughts can tell us, hey, I'm stupid, I'm crazy, I'm not good enough. If we take advantage of the now, we can reframe our thoughts back to the now, that I'm simply the best, I'm good, I'm amazing, I can do all things. Okay? To Christ strengthens me. And then we look at the way out. The way out we are discussing today is awareness of the new. Freedom starts when we shift from thinking to sensing. Okay? Try this right now. Have you noticed the weight of your body on the chair? I'm sitting on a chair right now. Just pause. Notice the weight of your body on this chair. Have you noticed that that simple act had shifted your mind to the present? Yes, that is awareness of the now. Now, dissolving the ego is another thing we look at. Okay, now the ego hates this because it thrives on me versus the world. Yes, the ego thrives on me versus the world, but when you watch your thoughts like clouds passing, its path fades. Okay, watch your thoughts, watch your thoughts, watch your thought. Now, let's do this exercise. Let me give you as an assignment. Next time stress hits, ask, what's happening inside my body? Next time you're facing stress, just ask yourself, what's happening inside my body? So we've talked about trapped in the mind, which is a problem, and the solution is what? Freedom. Trapped in the mind by overthinking the past, overthinking the future, and we waste energy replaying old mistakes or worrying about what's next. We've said you're trapped in the mind when you keep, I shouldn't have said that, I shouldn't have done this. Or you're trapped in the future when you're like, what if I fail? What if I get sick? What if I die? Okay, then ego, identification with thought. We believe our thought define us. I'm a failure, but I can tell you that you can run ahead. You can maximize your thoughts for now, for the present. Okay, now, the solution, awareness of now. Happiness is found by fully experiencing this moment. Feel your breath. Feel your breath. It brings you to now. Notice sounds. Notice sensations. Appreciate beauty. Appreciate the birds. It brings you to the now. Dissolve the ego. Obs- Observe thoughts without believing them. Okay? Ask, am I aware of my thoughts right now? This will create space, from ego. Now, it says, peace comes from resisting what is. No, sorry. Pain comes from resisting what is, while peace comes from accepting the now. Comes from accepting the now. That's why I can tell you that most people live 90% in their heads. This is exhausting, because the ego loves to label things. Yeah, loves to label things good, loves to label things back and bad, and this keeps us stuck. But I can tell you, presence, which is now, your now, isn't complicated at all. Just pause, feel your feet on the ground, feel your body on the seat, feel your weight on the seat. Just step into now, believe, and take action of the now. Now look at psychological time. What do you mean by psychological time? We have clock time versus psychological time, based on this book, The Power of Now. Clock time versus psychological time. Now, Tolle isn't saying that time is bad. He says that there are two ways to relate to it, one functional and one toxic. Okay, now, what is practical time? What do you mean by practical time? It's like this is time as a tool. For instance, the meeting is at 3 p.m. For instance, I need 20 minutes to drive there. That is practical time. That is clock time. Okay? No problem. It's when we leave this practical realm that suffering begins. Now, let's look at psychological time. And this is the mind, psychological time, which could be toxic, is a mind's addiction to mental time travel. For example, my past mistakes means I'm broken. Or if I don't hit my goals by 30, I'm a failure. These are stories, not facts. So let's take an instance of a psychological time now. You're stuck in traffic, okay? And the clock time says this will take 15 more minutes. But your psychological time tells you this is ruining my day. And which one feels heavier? This is a psychological time because you're already believing that this break, this challenge is already ruining your day. That means we have the clock time and the psychological time. What do you struggle with more, good people? Please put it in the chat box. Are you struggling with dwelling on the past more or fixating on the future? Type P if you're more or less struggling with the past. Put it in the chat box. Or type F if you're more or less struggling with the future. I'm going to acknowledge your responses as you drop it. Just drop your answers. I'll be acknowledging them. Now, we said clock time versus psychological time. Now, I don't know if you've noticed when you're trying to eat, you have food on your table, but at that time your mind is traveling. You're on your phone, you're eating, but you're on your social media page. You're eating, but you're replying messages. You realize that you're doing two things at the same time. At the end of the day, you don't enjoy any of the two. Okay? You imagine yourself trying to eat, but you're thinking of what happened yesterday. Your mind is full of 2 days ago, the mistake you made 2 days ago. Or you want to eat right now, but your mind is full of the fear of your appointment coming up in the next 1 day, in the next 2 day. Okay, I can tell you, we can take advantage of it. Utilize the psychological time and maximize it for the best. Practical time, okay, like we talked about the clock time, which is a practical time. It's neutral. Clock time is neutral. Okay, you say, oh, I have an appointment with my doctor at 2 p.m. That's an example of a clock time. An example is my dinner needs 10 more minutes to cook. That's clock time. Specific time is neutral. Okay, it's just facts and logistics, no stress. Okay, now quickly show a raise of hands. Who is good at using clock time for practical things? If you're good at using your clock time for practical things, raise your hands. If you can't raise your hand, put it in the chat section. And if you're good at using your clock time for worries, put in the chat section. I use my clock time for worry. I hijack my clock time for worries. Put in the chat section. Okay. Now, psychological time is where we get lost. Okay, where when we are replaying past mistakes like a broken record, where we project into the future with what ifs, nightmares. Okay, so it's like your mind is a movie director, yelling cut over and over, but the scene, which is your life, keeps playing. Is actually exhausting. It's really, really exhausting. Now, let me give you one good news. You can always notice when you're slipping into psychological time. Yes, you can always notice. So ask yourself at every point, or at as much as you can, Is this thought about now, or is just an imaginary past or future? If it's not now, what do? Gently return to your breath. Okay. Now, like we said, clock time is tools for your daily life. They are neutral facts. Okay. There's no emotional charge. Whereas psychological time is mental time travel. Okay. You either travel backwards or you travel into the future. Mental time travel. But you're here. And psychological time creates suffering. It creates suffering and is the ego's playground. Okay. Now realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. That's another quote by Eckhart Tolle. Now let's get to the next quote, the next page or slide. It says, all negativity is caused by denial of the present moment. All negativity is caused by the denial of the present moment. That means when we spend our time on the past, fear of the past, worries about the past, of the regret and the pain or the mistakes of the past, or we spend in so much fear, in so much anxiety of the future, you are denying the present. So negativity a lot of times is caused by actually denying the present moment. Now let's look at the ego. The ego, the ego's illusion. The ego is like a false self, as in giving yourself a false perception of you, giving yourself a false concept, and it resists the now to survive. You see people that are trapped, always talking about the past, okay? And by virtue of always talking about the past, what happens? They miss out of the now. They miss out of the now. So we looking at the ego. How do you build it? What makes the ego? What makes the ego? The ego's illusion. The ego's illusion. Now, the ego is that false self belt, false self that you belt on thoughts or belt on stories. Okay? Is a love, it's a self concept that loves conflict and separation. It always says, I am my achievements, I am my mistakes. Okay? Oh, I did this, I've done this. I am my achievements. I am my mistakes. It's actually a false self, and it's built on thought, it's built on stories. Now, how do you dissolve the ego? Notice when it activates. For instance, is it anger or defensiveness? The moment it activates, hey, just tell yourself, that's my ego waking up. Then ask, is this really true? Then return to sensory awareness, feel your feet, feel your hands, get yourself back in the now. Okay. I can remember last month I was at a restaurant when someone bumped into me and spilled the meal on me. Do you know my immediate thoughts was, how dare you? How dare this person? Don't they see me? Yes, I asked that. That was a flash of anger, but I can tell you that was my ego making it personal. Okay? Because at the end of the day, it was not personal. The accident was not personal. But most times, our ego will make us, this self importance will come in and quickly throw blames. Now, if you've had a similar experience, type ego in the comment section. Now, it thrives on drama. Ego loves to feel wronged or superior. You notice that people with that carries ego around, they always love to feel wronged, or they always love to feel superior to people. They identify with labels. I am a CEO. Or they could even label themselves like, I am a failure. They even label themselves to like, I'm so enlightened. And also, the ego fears the present moment because in the now it loses power. Now, just imagine the ego as a hungry ghost, okay? Always validating, always unsatisfied. It always needs validation and it's always unsatisfied. Imagine that. Just imagine the ego as that, okay? A hungry ghost that's always needing validation and that is always unsatisfied. Now, put in the chat box, do this experiment, good people. Which ego tribe do you fall into most? Now, type 1 if you always fall into that trap of comparing yourself to others. Put 1 in the comment section. If you fall into the trap of always needing to be right, you always want to be right, put 2 in the comment section. If you always fall into the trap of taking things personally, take everything personally, put 3 in the chat section. I want to see that, please. Put that in the chat section. Let us help ourselves. Let's catch your ego in action, okay? Let's catch your ego in action. All right, let's look at the next slide. Now, this is a slide quote by Eckhart Tolle. It says, realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Yesterday is gone. You don't have yesterday again. Tomorrow is not yet here. You don't have it. What you have is the present moment. Maximize it. Maximize this minute, maximize this second that you have. Now let's look at the next one. Presence. What is presence? Okay. What is presence? Is conscious awareness without thoughts. Examples, feeling your breath. Examples, sounds and sensations. Is the presence is like full awareness of the current moment. It's like no past or future mental noise. It's like you having direct experience without thought filters. For example, feeling your breath. It's like being in the presence, okay? Serving food without distractions. That's another example. Listening without planning a reply. That's an example of being in the presence. Walking mindfully. That's another example of being in the presence. Noticing emotions as sensations. That's another example. Observing colors, observing sounds around you. That's an example of the presence, being in the presence. Touching an object curiously is an example. Watching nature without your phones. Watching nature, enjoying nature without having to hold a device is an example of being in the present, okay? I'm just giving you examples. Asking what's here now, what's here now is an example, and laughing without self-consciousness. These are examples of presence, okay? For now, I want to a quick show of hands. You can put in the chat section, the comment section. I myself. So with a quick show of hands, who has ever eaten a meal? Who has ever eaten a meal but barely tasted it because you were scrolling on your phone? Please put up your hands if you've ever eaten a meal but barely tasted it, barely realized how delicious or non-delicious the meal is, simply because you were busy scrolling on your phone. Put it in chat box. That's the opposite of presence, okay? That's the opposite of presence. Now, and we call it zoning out. What's one activity where you often zone out? Okay, that means presence is that state of being fully aware of this moment, right here, right now. okay, without being lost in thought about the past or the future. It's not just paying attention, it's experiencing life directly, without the filter of your mind's commentaries, okay? Now, we've done that. We talked about a lot of examples about presence, okay? Like feeling your breath, feel it enter and leave your nostrils. Notice the taste of your coffee. Is it bitter? Is it sweet? Is it warm? Without labeling it. Listen deeply to someone without planning your response. Walk slowly and feel each feet touching the ground. Observe emotions, anger, physical sensations, not stories. Pause mid break, okay? Take in the color sounds around you. Watch a sunset. That's what this book is talking about. That's what this book is talking about. Okay, now we'll do a little bit of interactive exercise. But before then, let's take this quote. It says, the ego is a master of disguise. Absolutely true. The ego is a master of disguise. Very true. Now, let's quickly do a little bit of interaction together. A little bit of interaction, interactive exercise. Now, Eckhart Tolle, let's practice how you feel your inner body. Eckhart Tolle teaches that your body is a doorway to the now. Yes, most of us live in our heads, but right now we are going to shift attention inward. This may take a minute, it can take 2 minutes, but it will help to dissolve stress instantly. Okay, now it may feel strange at first, but it's normal because even seasoned meditators actually relearn this daily. Now, what do you do? What do you do? Number one, close your eye or soften your gaze. What's the implication? It helps to reduce external distractions. When you've done that, feel your arms. Is it tingling? Is it warm? Or just feel the pressure. Don't think about them, just sense them. No words needed, just feel it. Then move attention to your feet, okay? Notice the contact with the floor. If your mind wanders, gently return your mind. Now scan your whole body, your arms, your legs, your torso. You're not looking for pain, you're not looking for tightness, just awareness. Now raise attention where you feel aliveness strongest, and then breathe into the space for 30 seconds. It's just a little bit of a size to bring you back into the presence. Then what do you do? Slowly open your eyes. How did that feel? Put it in the chat section. Put it in the chat section. Did you feel calm? Did you feel strange? Did you feel tingly? And note, it isn't relaxation. It's just waking up from a mental chatter, to the aliveness beneath it. Okay. You're just bringing yourself back to the now. There are times your mind wanders backwards or it wanders forward, bringing it back to the now. Yes, if you felt nothing, yes, I know some people felt nothing. It's okay. It's okay. Just try again later or focus on your breath first. And actually, if your emotions arose, it's common. Yes, the body stores what the mind avoids. Like we said, the exercise, you close your eyes, feel your hands, notice your feet, scan your arms, your legs, your torso, rest where energy feels strongest, and breathe into that space. Okay, it works because it shifts your focus from thoughts to sensations. It grounds you in the now and it reduces ego identification. You can even do this while waiting in the line. You can do this before sleep. Okay, now I love this quote. Wherever you are, be there totally. Wherever you are, be there totally. That's an interesting quote by Eckhart Tolle. Now, another exercise, observing the thinker. Observing the thinker. Please, we take a short break while here.
Na new day be this. No matter wetin happen yesterday, today I dey rise, I dey shine, I dey move, I no dey stop. Dirt. I wake up, I stand tall, I no go fear again. My mind is strong, my heart is pure, I no go shame again. Every setback na set up for big again. As I dey waka, blessings go dey rain. Bro, I go rise, oh. I go shine, oh. Now my time, now your time, oh. I go climb, oh. I believe, oh. I know they fear, oh. Everything I need in my hand, oh. I go win, so we win, oh. I know be small picking, as I be who I be. Now greatness full my DNA, no be by degree. Even if them doubt me, I go still they succeed. Because hard work and grace they follow me. No carry last, I dey front like say na first class. I dey walk smart, no dey look past. Any mountain we show, I dey climb am fast. My life na testimony, make them broadcast. I dey glow, no be filter. I dey build like a builder. My joy full, no be Twitter. Every day I dey better, hing like I go rise, oh. I go shine, oh. Now my time, now your time, oh. I go climb, oh. I believe, oh. I know they fear, oh. Everything I need in my hand, oh. I go win, so we win, oh. Anywhere I go, favor.
All right, back to our exercise, observing the thinker. Now, this is another exercise. Watch your thoughts like clouds. How do you do that? Get comfortable, sit relaxed, open your eyes, or you close your eyes, whichever you want. Just notice your breathing. Okay, notice your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Just notice it. Be aware of your breathing. Okay, listen to your thoughts. Imagine your mind is a sky. Okay, imagine that your thought is a passing cloud. Don't judge, don't follow. If you get caught in a thought, gently return. Ask yourself this question: what will my next thought be? Wait curiously. Create space. Why will this work? It works because you're not your thoughts. It helps you to create space between you and your chatter. You're a product of your thoughts, oh, but you are not your thoughts. Okay? Now, try this again as many times as you can. Now, let's look at some common challenges people face. Some common challenges and how to solve them. For some people, the challenges is time. I don't have time. No, we are looking as in hurdles and quick fixes. How do challenges to struggling with now, challenges to struggling with the present. Some people can be, I don't have time. Just practice. If you don't have time, practice while you're brushing your teeth. Okay? 2, it feels boring. Yes, if getting yourself back to the present feels boring, start with just 30 seconds. Okay? 3, my mind won't stop. That's normal. Just notice. Okay. 4, I fall asleep. It's okay. Try standing or walking next time while bringing yourself back to the moment. Okay. It's not walking, it's another challenge or another excuse or an or a hurdle. I can tell you there's no perfect presence. Then you can say emotions overwhelm me. You can label them whatever. Anger is here. Label them, but move on. I forget to practice is another hurdle. Just set phone reminders, okay? Then another one, another challenge that people you can say people think I'm zoning out. Yes, explain that you're tuning in. Yes. You can say physical pain distracts me. Focus on your neutral body parts. Focus on your neutral body parts, okay? You can say, I need quick results. Notice small moments of calm. And then another hurdle can be too many distractions. You can start with your earplugs. Just put it on and away you go. Get yourself back in the present. I feel silly. Yeah. I can tell you, everyone started somewhere. Everyone starts somewhere. I you know that hurdle could be I prefer productivity. I can tell you that being in the now makes you more productive. Another challenge could be that, oh, family interrupts. Yes, you can practice during showers. Okay. You can say, I can't sit still. That's some other person's challenge. Just try mindful walking. Or if you say, I feel different, you should check for subtle changes. And then, oh, some other person could say, oh, I keep quitting. I keep quitting. Just combine it with a daily habit, and you'll be surprised you get all of these things done. You will overcome anything that feels like a challenge, that stands as a challenge to you living mindfully. I believe we are having value. Now let's quickly ask ourselves some questions and some answers. Please put your answers in the chat section. I need your answers in the chat box. How is this different from relaxation? How is this different? How is getting in the now different from relaxation? One, relaxation calms the body, but presence awakens awareness. Okay. Another question is, can I practice while walking? Yes. Feel the keyboard keys. Notice the breath between your tasks. Number three, what if my thoughts are important? Answer to this is that you can write them down, then return to it later. Okay. Now, how long until I see benefits? That's another question. Well, some feel calmer immediately, some take weeks, but you see results. Number five, is this a religion? No, it's just psychology. Okay, it's just a brain training that anyone can do. And what's another question is, what's the best time to practice? It depends on you, but for a lot of people, morning sets the tone, but anytime works. Now, the number 7 question is, can overthinkers do this? Yes, it's very helpful, especially for overthinkers. Very, very helpful. And now, what's the shortest effective practice? What's the shortest effective practice? As long as you can, as much as you can, take it up. Number 9 question, how do you explain this to skeptics? I feel you don't owe people, you don't owe the skeptics so much explanation, because it's like defragging your mental computer. Okay. Then number 10, will this make me passive? No, because you're going to respond more wisely than react. You're going to maximize your day, you're going to maximize your time. So I'm still looking out for your answers in the chat section. Put your answers in the chat section. Let us know what you have learned. Answers to those questions. Now, in closing, 5 key takeaways from today's session. Number 1 is presence, which is freedom from mental time travel. Presence, bringing yourself back to the now, which is freedom from mental time travel. Then two, we learned that you are not your thoughts, you're the observer. Three, we've learned that every 30 seconds of awareness changes your day. We've also learned that your body is your anchor to the now. Your body is the anchor to the now. And also, we've learned in today's session that every moment is a chance to begin again. Every moment is a chance to begin again. Your journey starts now. Now, please send me a DM and you get a 7 days challenge, 7 days of now, our email series. Then join our WhatsApp group. Please send me a DM. I'll send you a WhatsApp group. Okay, join us on social media, Enobong Ekarika 1@gmail.com, Facebook Enobong Ekarika, YouTube Facebook Enobong Ekarika, LinkedIn Enobong Ekarika. We love to have you. We love to solve related problems on this issues. Then gift yourself one action step before leaving today. Gift yourself one action step. Thank you, thank you. But before then, let's just do a recap of today's session. This is a recap of today's session. Number one is live in the now. Live in the now. A recap of this book. Live in the now, because the best moment is all, the present moment is all you truly have. Your past is memory. The future is imagination. Live in the now. That's one thing we've learned today. Number two thing we've learned is you are not your mind. You are not your mind. Your mind is a tool. Don't let it control you. Learn to observe without judgment. Your mind is a tool. Don't let it control you. Learn to observe without judgment. Number three, silence is power. What do you mean by that? Silence is power. In stillness and silence, you find your true essence. You find your peace, clarity, and wisdom. Then, the next point from this book is that suffering comes from resistance. Suffering comes from resistance. What do you mean by that? It means that pain is inevitable, yes. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Pain is inevitable, it's part of life, but suffering is optional. Accept what is instead of fighting it. Okay, five, the next one is observe your thoughts.
Go follow anything I touch. You go turn gold. I know they beg. I get value. I day enough and I did grow. Yeah. Now me, I go rise. I go shine. Every time I go climb.
All right, another thing we learned from this book is observe your thoughts. Become a watcher of your thoughts, because this will create a gap between you and the mind's noise. Observe your thoughts. And we also learned that time is an illusion. Time is an illusion. What do we mean? Clock time is useful, but psychological time, worrying about the past or worrying about the future, causes stress. So time can be an illusion. Now, number seven, presence dissolves problems. How? This is one of the things we learned in this book. What do you mean by that? Most problems fade. Okay, when you bring attention to the now, okay, solutions become clearer. Yes, most problems fade when you bring at full attention to the now. You realize that the solution becomes clearer. Now let's look at the next one. The ego lives in the past and future. The ego lives in the past and future. What do we mean by that? We mean it that ego thrives on identity, it thrives on achievement, it thrives on regrets, it thrives on expectations. Letting go brings what? Freedom. It brings freedom. Now, your body anchors, this is still the lessons from this book. Your body anchors you to the present. Your body anchors you to the present. What do you mean by that? Be aware of your breath. Being aware of your breath, being aware of your inner body helps to ground you in the present. Okay? Then, number 10, fear is a mental projection. Fear is a mental projection. Fear is often about things that haven't happened. It exists only in the mental future, in the future mind. Okay, fear is often things that haven't happened. They haven't happened. It only exists in the future mind. That means you should be able to note this. This book has let us know that fear is a mental projection. Now, the next lesson we learned is that you should let go of psychological time. You should let go of psychological time. What do we mean by that? Be alert, be efficient, be alert, be efficient, and rooted in present. Okay, don't dwell on what was, don't worry about what will be. Let go of psychological time. Okay, now, don't seek, number 12 thing we've learned from this book is don't seek yourself through others. Don't seek yourself through others. What do we mean by this? You see, one of the lessons from this book is that true self-worth comes from within, not from status, not from your roles, not even from how others see you. So don't seek yourself through others. Number 13, accept each moment as it is. Accept each moment as it is. What do we mean by that? Acceptance is not weakness. It's not weakness at all. It creates space for peace and for inner power. Okay? Then use pain. Okay, the next lesson from this book is use pain as a portal to presence. Use pain as a portal to presence. What do you mean? Emotional pain can wake you up. Okay, that means instead of escaping it, feel it and let it bring you into awareness. Emotional pain can wake you up, and instead of escaping it, feel it and let it do what? Bring you into awareness. Now, number 15, let's look at the number 15 lesson from this book. Be the witness, not the victim. Be the witness, not the victim. What do we mean by that? Detach from drama. Yes, you're not the story your mind is telling you. Be the witness, not the victim. Then another lesson from this book is forgiveness sets you free. Yes, when you forgive, it helps to ease you of the pressure of the past. Yes, it does that. Resentment ties you to the past, but forgiveness is not for them, it's for your peace. When you forgive, it's for you, it's for your peace. Okay? Because if you don't forgive, that resentment still ties you to the past. Then let's look at number 17. Presence enhances relationships. How do you feel when you're having a chat with someone and the person is busy on his or her phone? It doesn't enhance relationship. But when there's presence, what happens? It enhances relationships. Being fully present with others create that deeper, more meaningful connections. And then we say spiritual awakening is simplicity. Spiritual awakening is simplicity. What do you mean by that? It's not about rituals or beliefs. It's about experiencing the now fully and openly. Experiencing the now fully and openly. And number 19 lesson from this book is that inner peace is always available. Inner peace is always available. What do we mean by that? You don't need to wait for things to get better. Peace is already within you here and now. Okay? And the last but not the least, you're the light behind the mind. You're the light behind the mind. Your true identity is not your thoughts or your roles, but the awareness that sees them. That's your true identity. I hope we had value in today's session. Did you have value? All right, please put in the chat section value. If you had value, put in the chat segment value. You had value. Okay, let's just take a quick recap as we call it a day. Thank you so much for your time. You're highly appreciated. Thank you.
Na new day be this. No matter wetin happen yesterday, today I dey rise, I dey shine, I dey move, I no dey stop. Dirt. I wake up, I stand tall, I no go fear again. My mind is strong, my heart is pure, I no go shame again. Every setback na set up for big again. As I dey waka, blessings go dey rain. Bro, I go rise, oh. I go shine, oh. Now my time, now your time, oh. I go climb, oh. I believe, oh. I know they fear, oh. Everything I need in my hand, oh. I go win, so we win, oh. I know be small pikin, as I be who I be. Now greatness full my DNA, no be by degree. Even if them doubt me, I go still they succeed. Because hard work and grace they follow me. No carry last, I dey front like say na first class. I dey walk smart, no dey look past. Any mountain we show, I dey climb am fast. My life na testimony, make them broadcast. I dey glow, no be filter. I dey build like a builder. My joy full, no be Twitter. Every day I dey better, him like I go rise, oh. I go shine, oh. Now my time, now your time, oh. I go climb, oh. I believe, oh. I know they fear, oh. Everything I need in my hand, oh. I go win, that's so we win, oh. Anywhere I go, favor go follow. Anything I touch, he go turn gold. I know they beg, I get value. I dey enough and I dey grow, yeah. Now me, I go rise, I go shine. Every time I go climb. A new day, be this. No matter what it happened yesterday, today I dey rise, I dey shine, I dey move, I know they stop. I wake up, I stand tall, I no go fear again. My mind is strong, my heart stay pure, I no go shame again. Every setback I set up for bigger again. As I dey waka, blessings go the rails. Yeah, I go rise, I go shine, I go shine. Oh, now my time, now your time. I believe, I know they fear. Everything I need, in my hand. I go win, and so we win. I no be small pikin, I sabi who I be. That greatness full my DNA, no be by degree. Even if them doubt me, I go still they succeed. Because hard work and grace, they follow me. No carry last, I dey front like say na first class. I dey walk smart, no they look past. Any mountain we show, I dey climb and fast. My life na testimony, make them broadcast. I dey glow, no be filter. I dey build like a builder. My joy full, no be Twitter. Every day I dey better. I go rise, I go shine. Now my time, I go climb. I believe, I know they fear. Everything I need, in my hand. Where I go, favor go follow. Anything I touch, it go turn gold. I know they beg, I get value, I dey enough, and I dey grow. Now me, I go rise, I go shine. Every time I go climb. A new day, be this. No matter what happened yesterday, today I dey rise, I dey shine, I dey move, I know they stop. I wake up, I stand tall, I no go fear again. My mind is strong, my heart stay pure, I no go shame again. Every setback I set up for bigger again. As I dey waka, blessings go the rails. Yeah, I go rise, I go shine. Oh, now my time, now your time. I believe, I know they fear. Everything I need, in my hand. I go win, and so we win. I no be small pikin, I sabi who I be. That greatness full my DNA, no be by degree. Even if them doubt me, I go still they succeed. Because hard work and grace, they follow me. No carry last, I dey front like say na first class. I dey walk smart, no they look past. Any mountain we show, I dey climb and fast. My life na testimony, make them broadcast. I dey glow, no be filter. I dey build like a builder. My joy full, no be Twitter. Every day I dey better. I go rise, I go shine. Now my time, I go climb. I believe, I know they fear. Everything I need, in my hand. Where I go, favor go follow. Anything I touch, it go turn gold. I know they beg, I get value, I dey enough, and I dey grow. Now me,